For undiagnosed hypertension, because you do not have a diagnosis to fall back on, it is important to think about how you manage your population and again, how you take blood pressure effectively, how you get that number effectively. What is high blood pressure? What are you defining as high blood pressure? So having a practice strategy around those things is really critical, of course. Thinking about how you take people into the clinic, the flow of patients into the clinic when you check their blood pressure, at the beginning of the visit, at the end of the visit, and what you do when you get a high number in these folks who, again, have undiagnosed, they don't have a diagnosis of hypertension. So how do you act on a high number? What's the follow-up strategy? Are clinicians actually really looking at that? If they aren't in a busy day, because that can be missed in an electronic medical record with a lot of different bells and whistles, some clinics have implemented a strategy where when the medical assistant has a blood pressure that they get over a certain number, they verbally notify the clinician or write it up on a board or put a little card on that door or something to alert the clinician, this was an unexpectedly high blood pressure. We need to either recheck it or pay attention to what's happening here. So thinking through those strategies is important. I think one of the key things is this should not and does not have to fall all on the doctor or clinician's shoulders in terms of managing this strategy. It should really be a team approach. Typically, a medical assistant is managing the blood pressure. They're also the last people to see the patient if they're handing them information or leading them out of the clinic. Other members of your clinic team, nurses, pharmacists, for example, if you happen to have those valuable folks, can help a lot with both measuring and managing those folks who previously had undiagnosed hypertension. That can include things like education around diet, exercise, lifestyle, issues that can affect those blood pressure numbers. It can be a little daunting to think about doing one more thing, a new project, but there are so many populations that we take care of that can be affected if we can find high blood pressure early, take action with patients as partners to improve that blood pressure and manage that blood pressure and prevent all the bad things that can happen as a result. You know, the thing is, you're not alone in starting this stuff. There are resources, there are tools available to you where you can learn from folks who are already doing this. Think about what you want to do, the population you want to reach, how to engage your leadership effectively, and then how to really look at what the effect of your interactions and interventions are. By doing this, you're going to be able to have an effect across your population and prevent all sorts of problems down the line.